Hey guys, welcome back to Castle Combat TV, and in this video we'll be unboxing the October set. So these are what I'll be unboxing, and also I have some big news. These are actually in plastic, like shrink wrap plastic, because these cards are raw. They're right out of the factory, that's why they have these plastic, and this is the base set. So the base set is basically 90 commons and 90 legends. So if you guys are opening packs, normally you get the King Crimsons, the Romuluses, Prince Morgans, Ken Cool. Those are all in the base set. Those are the most common legends out there. Moving on to the legend set. So these are the legend bundle. Let's get this open. I think that's good. Yep, got it open. I'm using a box cutter because it's a lot easier. Let's go through this. So we have Pig Eye. He actually has a little line through him. I don't know if you guys can see that. So Pig Eye, Space Unicorn Olive. That is a new card. So if your foe is an elemental, roll a die. If you roll 2 or higher, then your foe is sent to dungeon. +2 versus black bad guys, and always goes first versus elementals. So Princess Pinky, Goonbashi, and Sylvan. So the Sylvan was actually nerfed to a 3 because he basically, as a 4, he's a really good chance at beating 5s and other 4s. He's almost certain to beat 4s. Actually, he can't lose against 4s, and he beats anyone from below. So Sylvan, he was nerfed to a 3. So if you have a Sylvan, it is now a 3, no matter if you have the 4 or not. So Pumpkin, so he's back. Epic battle with Orange Bad, Rod and negating, and if you roll a 6, then your foe is removed from game, and also 3 or higher to negate. Cinerette, Ichabod. So all faction Ichabod Island warriors in battle are -1 power, including Ichabod. So he's a 2. And also Druid, I did edit him. I actually revamped him because his old version was very, very bad. So for every tree you have in your deck, add 1 power. So let's say with your starting deck, you obviously have 3 trees if you play that way, but later in the game when you start to lose them, then his power starts to diminish. So he has a max of +3, so you can't get him to like a 20. So the max is +3, he'll basically be a 5 that has a big showdown, and before battle you can bring back 1 tree troll from dungeon to bottom of the deck, a reroll. So Pummel, Queen Grove. So Old Moss did die, she was very old, so Queen Grove took her place. Before battle you can bring back 1 dragon from deck to hand, so basically an auto heal to Onyx a 3rd, and if you win, bring back another dragon. And here is the Green Knight. So I did edit this card. I made the Green Knight a lot more powerful because you used to have Sir Drake, he was popular, and then you had Sir Purple, who's also very popular, so I made Green Knight a lot better. So epic battle, +2 versus dragons. Before battle you can search your foe's deck for a dragon. This dragon must battle the Green Knight, so basically send your foe to the bottom of the deck and bring out like Onyx, and you're +2 instead of +1, so you'll have an advantage. So you're a 7, and your rivalry, all bad dragons. Sir Lynch, he was basically slain by Romulus, and he actually is in the Mosswood, which is right here, this forest. He's located there. He roams waiting for Romulus to return, so Lynch's revenge. He doesn't have like an ability to, if you beat Romulus, you win the entire game. It's not like that. So it's before battle, you can search your foe's top 5 cards or hand. If Romulus is in top 5 cards or hand, then Romulus must battle Lynch. If Lynch defeats Romulus, then Romulus and Lynch are removed from game. He's an elemental knight, and it's +1 versus black bad. So he basically can match Romulus, and Romulus must face him in battle because he has rivalry Romulus. So he's basically a card to snipe Romulus. And here's Lurk. This is Crip's brother. So lowest battle score wins. Lurking in the shadow. So if you win battle, roll a die. If you roll 4 or higher, send 1 random card from your foe's deck to dungeon. Miss the Seer and Sir Oak. So this Sir Oak, the old starter deck one was a 5, or I mean was a 4. This one is actually the new version. It's a lot better. So epic battle with green good guys, strong as Oak. All green good guys in epic battle must be defeated by at least 2. If not, then battle counts as a tie. Though Grizzly. So this is a new card. I designed this card. I didn't put my initials on it because I don't really care anymore. So Bear Hug, optional. If facing a knight, wizard, ancients, or beast, send Grizzly and foe to dungeon. So he's 7 feet tall and loves hugs. Elfbane Evergreen. So this is a very, very powerful card. Evergreen. Before battle, remove Evergreen from game. After removing Evergreen, all green beast, trolls, elementals, ancients, and dragons in your deck, hand, and dungeon are +1 power. Robbie the Guildmaster. This is also a very big card. So the Guildmaster. All good guy knights in epic battle are +1 power. +1 power if foe is higher than Robbie. Like basically if you're playing a 6, Robbie gets +1, and he's actually a blacksmith, because I didn't want him to qualify as a knight, but there's a lot of good combos you can do with green good right now. So Hyde, Okay, that's a misprint. South Pole. This is actually Crazy 8. Forlorn, and also this is actually the nerfed Forlorn. So if you guys didn't know, when Forlorn first came out, he was really broken and he was nerfed multiple times, and this is basically the nerfed version. Lowest battle score wins, Lonesome Spirit cancels all epic battles, and -1 versus common, so he can't select. Because he was one of the best cards in the game because he could select, but he was nerfed 2 summers ago, and he's brought back. And here's Plasma, and here's the King Rigel. I did edit this card, and he's at 5 now. He is in his prime, and he's +1 versus dragons. Everything else is the same. Everyone should know what he does, but he's really powerful. Sir Malice, Furpine, I also added him. So Furpine, let's get Avalanche out of here. You don't really need that. Next card's important. So Furpine, before battle, you can bring back 1 wooden card from dungeon to hand. If you win, bring back another. Very, very strong. And then the last card is Master Mat. So this is the standard edition. I think there's one of like 20 out there, which is not rare in Castle Combat. Master Mat standard edition. This is actually my card. Epic battle, if this card is signed by Matthew Sun, pick 1 before battle. If you win, bring back 1 card with 4 or less power from dungeon to anywhere. And roll 2 dice, choose the highest, or trade places with any card from top 3 cards. And I call Epic battle. Can be included in any army. Let's get right into the shiny cards. So I do have a bunch of them. I have 5. These are 5 rarely desirable legends. 2 of them are really strong. So the first 2 are both blue good guys. So Shiny Pike Thunders. He's basically has the same ability in +1 versus black. And then there's a shiny Permafrost, and I believe all Dragon Lords should have a shiny variant because they're Dragon Lords. And Permafrost does have that status, so +1 versus undead and black bad. Everything else is the same. I think they're really cool. I did sleeve them up because who wouldn't sleeve up shiny cards? And now moving on to the 3, Sir Tavish, the Emerald Avenger. Epic battle, +1 versus dragons and legendary foes. If facing a dragon, roll 2 dice, doubles add together plus your power. Before battle, you can search your foe's deck for a dragon to battle. So, because I actually did come up with the ability, I did all these shinies here. The reason I have them is because I typed their text in, I made up their abilities. And Sir Tavish, I really like his ability because he has the Emerald ability, and he has a +1 versus legends. So if you're playing a dragon, you're a 7 that has an Odin King ability to roll 2 dice, add together, basically the old Emerald. And now moving on to the second to last card is Evergreen. So this is the shiny Evergreen. This is the best one. So Evergreen, the Green Wizard, Rivalry Nightshade. Evergreen cannot come back to game. So actually, I forgot to mention that with the other one, but this one's a lot better. So before battle, remove Evergreen from game. After removing Evergreen from game, all green good guys in your deck, hand, dungeon with 5 or less power are +1. So it's not selective. So that means Sir Tavish is +1. And if he's playing against a dragon, he becomes an 8. And moving on to the last shiny card, it is Master Mat, limited edition, 1 of 2. So there's 2 others out there, and this is one of them. So there's basically 1 other out there. He's not that strong, but since he's so versatile, that's where his strength is. So I'm going to be autographing the sleeve. I'm not messing up the holofoil. So Epic Battle, first Hybrid Warrior. If this card is signed by Matthew Sun, pick 1 before battle. 1, if you win, bring back 1 card from dungeon to hand. Not 4 or less power. 2, roll 2 dice, choose the highest. That didn't really change, but the third one is what makes him really good. Trade places with any card from hand. Lastly, before we go to the outro, I want to mention the new Dragon Lord, Electrobolt. So this is our 10th Dragon Lord. So his ability is overcharged. If defeated, you can bring back 2 yellow bad guys from dungeon to the top of deck. I did come up with that ability, but this is actually not my card. It's one of the Spark Guild legends. I almost forgot to mention it because it was buried underneath all those other green legends, but this is not in the base set. This is in the Spark Guild set, so there are 6 in existence. Wyvorn is the other Altera Dragon Lord, but he's no longer the only Altera Dragon Lord. Electrobolt is probably stronger than Wyvorn, because if he's defeated, then he brings back 2 yellow bad guys. I think that's really, really good. That's it for today's video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.